But if you see my enemy, if you see the lance, what will you do? Kill him, Thomas said. Eleanor stood slightly apart, watching and listening. Thomas thought, this would be a god-forsaken place, with the cold winds driving the spume across the frozen marsh. It was very nearly dusk when they began. I shall pray for you. Thomas had to go because the night had been disturbed by the sound of horses' hooves and the strident voices of men. Thomas seized his bow and ducked out of the church to find that a score of men-at-arms were now in the village. Their shields carried the lions and stars of the Earl of Northumberland. You see, have decided to join us. Perhaps they are lonely. It was not a great joke, but it
Guy?
The Earl of Northampton shouted exultantly, and some of the archers swore. He thought, but he had to learn how to fight with a sword. A bow was not enough. Sir Guillaume's men were past him now, cutting into the Bexile convoy. Wills, who had grown hard with incessant frontier battles, but this time smelling plunder, they were accompanied by the clan chiefs from the mountains and isles, and a half-dozen men were peering disappointedly into the hole it had left. Smoke from the burning into a pasture where he checked his horse and stood in the stirrups. He was listening to the sound, but in the fog it was impossible to tell where the bells were or how far away they were being tolled. And then the sound stopped, as suddenly as it had began. The fog was thinning now to the moon. There was a silver plate engraved with a yale, a fabulous beast of claws and horns and tusks and scales. That was the badge of his father's family, the Bexiles. The yale held a cup, and Thomas had been told it was the brain. Gold chain around his neck, a mark of distinction reserved for the gentry and above. A battered, pig-snouted helmet, as scarred as the horse, hung from his saddle's pommel. We have to let our shields take the arrows. But in the end, sir, They'll tire of wasting shafts, and they'll come to the attack, and that's when we'll chop them down like dogs. A growl of assent greeted us. The Scottish lords, hard men all, armed and armoured, bearded and grim, were confident that they could win this fight because they
successful. Wow.
Someone was mad.
his ribs. He made a choking noise, then coughed, and the breath rattled in his throat as he slid down to the flagstones. Eleanor tried to run, but she was not nearly fast enough, and the Tyborg caught her by the wrist and jerked her roughly back. She screamed, and the Dominican silently. Thomas advanced with the archers of the left-hand battle, and they had not gone more than 20 yards when, just beyond a ditch, a bank and some newly planted blackthorn saplings, they were forced to their right because a great scoop had been taken out of the ridge's flank to leave a hollow of
$18 billion Canadian, the most valuable high-tech company in the Ottawa area. So that is
Yeah, coppers will be out today. It's been closer to 20. Having lane issues here.
What the fuck is this guy doing?
Going way too far.
Okay, there's a sign that says 80.
And Mexico will get a provisional exemption. Members of the Ontario PC party have been granted more time to register to vote for a new leader, but not more time to make their choice. The registration deadline has been moved to 8 o'clock tonight. Originally, entry time was supposed to expire on Wednesday.
onto Route Prince Canadian West.
Good morning. I guess roads have not been plowed in Kempsville yet, so things are very a lot of extra time. Eastbound 417 is crawling from Bayshore to Woodruff.
Crew cab 4x4 for only $243 with nothing down. Well, I can do better this month. $229. Ford's up the rebates. You got to get in and take advantage of it. You're getting a brand new F-150 Super Crew XLT 4x4, fully loaded for $229 bi-weekly, 0 down, 0% financing for 84 months, nothing out of pocket, no hidden add-ons or extras.
Quiero ver bailar tu pelo, quiero ser tu ritmo, que le enseñes a mi boca tus lugares favoritos. Déjame sobrepasar tus zonas de peligro, hasta provocar. So if you love me, let me go. And run away before I know.
We're going to start with the big TV.
Okay.
That to me is obvious, right? Not only for, sports, but also for video games, because you guys like to do that sometimes.
Yeah, we don't like to brag that we like to play video games,
I
but
know,
if you're not looking.
You guys you all do. You all do it. I mean, some of you more than others, but
And these holes in it gaping.
In 300 meters, use the left 2 lanes to turn left onto Prince of Wales Drive.
No. Go.
Superstardom, close to postmortem. It only grows harder.